All right, guys, today we want to talk about equivalent ratios. And first, we want to remember their definition. We want to know that equivalent ratios are ratios that share the same relationship, but simply have different numbers or different amount of groups. So let's look at our word problem. It says Zaria is making lemonade. She uses the ratio of 3 lemons to 2 ounces of sugar in the recipe. Use the table below to show how many ounces of sugar are needed if we use 21 lemons. So before we do anything, we want to make sure that we are highlighting some key information from the word problem, such as I have the ratio of 3 lemons to 2 ounces of sugar. I want to know about how many ounces of sugar there are, and I want to know that when I'm using 21 lemons. So now that I've gotten that information, I want to follow my steps to fill in and find my equivalent ratios. So I want to create and label the table. Well, I already have the table created, so let's label it. I want to use the units given to me, which are lemons and ounces. So I have lemons and ounces of sugar. Well, now I want to input the given ratio, which is 3 lemons to 2 ounces of sugar. Now I want to create my given ratio. Well, we know that anytime we create the ratio, we have to keep it the same. So if I wanted to make another batch of lemonade using Zaria's recipe, I know I would have to add 3 lemons and add 2 ounces of sugar for a total of 6 lemons, 4 ounces of sugar. If I wanted to use the same recipe but make some more lemonade, I know I would have to use another 3 lemons and another 2 ounces of sugar for 9 lemons and 6 ounces of sugar. Well, if I wanted to make another batch of lemonade using Zaria's amazing recipe, I know I would have to use 3 more lemons and 2 ounces of sugar. So now I have 12 lemons and 8 ounces of sugar. I'm not getting to 21 very quickly. So that means we should recognize that there has to be another way to find equivalent ratios. Well, maybe we can multiply. Let's check. I'm going to multiply by the number of groups. So when I go from 3 to 6, I now have 2 groups. So if I did 3 times 2, that gives me 6. What if I check my ounces of sugar? 2 times 2, that gives me 4. I wonder if I can multiply by the number of groups I have to create equivalent ratios. Let's check 9 and 6. Well, 3 times what gives me 9? That's 3. And 3 times what gives me 6? That's 3. It happened again. Let's try one more. 3 times what would give me 12? That's 4. And 2 times what would give me 8? That's 4. Notice how on each side I multiplied by the same number of groups that I had. So instead of trying to keep adding and skip counting, what if we wrote 21 here for my 21 lemons? How many groups would that be? Meaning 3 times what would give me to 21? 7. Well, if I notice again, I did the same thing on the ounces of sugar, so I can do the same thing and do 2 times 7, and that would give me 14. So that means I have a total of 14 ounces of sugar. And I know that's correct because if I kept adding 3 7 times, I would get 21. And if I added 2 7 times, that would give me 14.